Welcome back to GoodKnit Kisses. I'm your host, Kristen, and today we are working on a granny round with the new Zippy and Zippy corners. You're going to need 4 Zippies, 1 set of corners, and some super bulky yarn. Let's get started. All right, to start on our Zippy, we're going to make a slip knot. This is how I make one. You can make it however way you want. We're going to stick it on the first peg. Now, this can be the first peg, and you can move left to the left and go clockwise, or to the right and go counterclockwise. Normally, I do patterns counterclockwise, and it identifies with needle knitting well. But if you are left-handed, making it counterclockwise will work for you on this. I'm going to make it to the left, which is clockwise, and you'll find that purling is easier. This pattern has lots of purls in it, and so we're going to go ahead and work clockwise. So we're going to E-wrap. We're going to do a flat knit cast on. It's a round of E-wrap, and it counts as an E-wrap cast on. And then we're just going to flat knit the first row. So just go all the way around, and I'm probably going a little tighter than I should, but the Zippy can be quite a loose cast on just because it's so large of a gauge. So when we get back to 1, we're going to knit over. Okay, now move around. Now that it's locked in position, we're going to knit over, just laying the working yarn on top as a flat knit stitch. If you put the yarn behind, it's a unit, and it'll give you a little bit extra slack. You can also tug on the yarn to make it a little looser. Now the new Zippies, they have skinnied up the face a little bit, so it is they've kind of not made the face less protruding. It's not sticking out as much, and it won't catch on the yarn. I do have one of these looms as my old one, but all the rest of them are revised. So you'll see that the yarn is not catching. Okay, so you will know it's peg 1 because your working yarn will be here. Sorry, my camera. You'll know that your working yarn is here and you are at peg 1, or you can mark your loom.
This video is actually part of the video from making my bulky moss beanie, and so the granny round that I created has that edging, and I'm going to show you how to do that, but it will be kind of loopy, which is fun for a cool texture, so I've left it as is. However, if you want to go ahead and make 2 ridges of garter stitch, do first and third rows in a flat knit stitch, and then the second and fourth rows in a purl, you can do that, and then go ahead and fast forward until you get to the bind off. Thanks again.
Now we're going to start with the main pattern. We are going to knit 2, purl 2 for row 1 and row 2 for our first 2 rounds, or round 1 and 2. So we've gone knit 2, and now we're going to do purl 2. Okay, so it's like the start of a 2x2 ribbing, and then you continue to repeat. This is actually a double moss stitch. Okay, and then rounds 3 and 4, so I've done 2 purls. Rounds 3 and 4, we will switch. We'll do the opposite. So continue, knit 2, purl 2, and I'll meet you after you have completed 2 rounds of that. Okay, I've completed my 2 rounds, and now I'm on to round 3. Now we just finished doing 2 purl 2s. We are going to repeat purl 2 in this area right here, and then continue on with our pattern. So now we're just flipping it. We're saying purl 2, knit 2. So repeat purl 2, knit 2 for rounds 3 and 4. Make 2 rounds of those and meet me back up after you have finished 4 rows of knitting. So we're only knitting 2 rows right now. Purl 2, knit 2, and I'll meet you back up. Okay, so there you have it. You've done 4 rounds. That is the whole pattern. The modified bind off, you're going to measure around your loom about 1.5 times. and cut. Lay your working yarn below your first stitch and pull all the way through. Okay. And then you're going to skip behind the peg and go on to the next odd stitch, purl through, slip of the yarn behind and purl through on the next odd stitch. Oh, and you can take these off. So once you've done one, you go ahead and take that off. Now I've pulled those through, and I'll slip with the yarn behind the peg, purl, pull that off, slip the yarn, pull through, pull it off, slip the yarn, pull through, pull it off, slip, pull, purl through, pull it off, slip, pull that through, take it off, slip, purl, pull it off, slip, purl, pull it off. Now we have every other one gone. So now we're just going to go above the working strand and take our yarn and pull through as if to knit, but pull it all the way through. Go ahead and take that off. Slip behind, go to this next one, pull it downward like you're going to knit, pull it off, slip, go here, make sure the working strand is above the loop, pull through, take that off, slip, pull through, take it off, slip, pull through, take it off and slip, pull through, take it off, slip, pull through, take it off, slip, pull through, take it off the peg, pull it off, and last one. You're going to pull that on through.
So now we're going to pull this off of the loom, and then we will pull this tight in the middle here, flatten it out, and it becomes almost like a frilly granny round. So when we pull it tight, we'll just tighten a knot and weave in the ends, and there you have it. For a non-loopy, try a garter stitch.
We have a completed granny round done with 20 pegs on the Zippy Loom and with 4 corners. You could connect these to each other, or you could use them as little funky coasters, make them for a pendant, whatever you want to do. Just have some fun. Have a great day, and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.